Seriously.
Judge, I'm sorry, I can't track her down. I'm not sure. She might be in the lobby.
Take him back and
Thank you.
court calls case People versus DeAndre Brandon.
Morning, Your Honor. Laura Blunder, we have people.
I need the public defender assigned to this case.
I believe this is Ms. Gaines' case. Kenneth Overwater, Assistant Public Defender. I don't see Ms. Gaines. If we briefly pass the matter, I can track her down.
I can't pass it. I got people coming in and out. Go find her.
It's not much like
Okay. Seriously.
Judge, I'm sorry, I can't track her down. I'm not sure. She might be in the lobby.
Take him back and
Thank you.
call it tomorrow. You just want the because I don't have the order for criminal responsibility, but you're not requesting. Is that correct? You don't know.
Correct.
Okay. Forensic evaluation will be ordered. I'll set a competency hearing for. Yes.
September 26th at 9 a.m.
September 26, 2024, 9 a.m.
In addition, Mr. Tawfiq would like us to put on the record that he would like to submit a subpoena for a video from the VA, and we get on that.
A subpoena for video
For video footage pertaining to.
from the VA hospital.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I think that can be handled without the court's involvement.
Yes, we will,
Right.
we'll handle that.
All right. Bond will continue. Thank you, sir. You had something else?
Thank you.
Would it be okay if I say some shit? Would it be okay?
Pardon?
Would it be okay if I speak?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
It's my sorry. It's my third time in court.
Yes, sir.
It's my third time in court, like with dealing with the VA. So they sent me in jail for third time they sent me in jail. But they won't release any of the, like last time I was in front of Judge Perry, they went releasing any information for like a whole year and then doing the same thing again. And I'm afraid that I'm gonna, going back to jail. I just, because they won't even release it. They won't give them all the prosecutor offers the information. They won't give them the full video footage.
So you think something exists that they may not be giving over to the prosecutor even?
Oh, yeah, sir. I know a lot of it exists and they won't give it to the prosecuting office. And therefore I've been going through this for like 3 times now. Like they've taken me to jail. This is my third time being in front of a judge and the third judge. And it's an ongoing process. And like they're not gonna release anything.
Okay.
It don't stop.
I think that's what your counsel was indicating, that what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to use the powers of the court that attorneys will have to try to subpoena some of that information so that they can get it. Okay, now that they're aware.
Is there any way if I can also get like some protection against them, like some type of protection myself against them?
Well, here's what I would do. I'm going to deny your request. I'm not going to deal with it. So what you would need to do is you would need to talk to your attorneys, deal with them, and let them sort of guide you as to what might be your best course. Okay? Sound good? All right. Thank you.
They think
You're welcome. Thank you, sir. And I don't like that, Judge. I got to grow. Court calls the case People versus Shauna Stump.
Thank you, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Costin Bilbasi on behalf of Shauna Stum, who is present to my right. You can state your full name for the record.
Shauna Stum.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for PCC. At this time, my client is wanting to waive the right to a preliminary exam and seek an offer of 7411 at the circuit court level.
Well, said we have a problem. You had the violation report,
I do not.
Mr. Allen. He was ordered over to community corrections and has failed to report.
Okay, so this is what happened. So I was PR bonded on last Tuesday evening or afternoon, I guess. Well, nothing ever got sent over to the courts or to the jail. So I didn't have any paperwork to leave with or anything. So I had to call up here after I got let out, finally, after whoever was at the jail working at the time had figured out what was going on with the case and my bond and everything. I had to call up here on Thursday to find out what I needed to do. And all they told me was I had court today. That was it. And they told me at 9 and not 1. So
Your Honor, if the court is willing, I could have my client report to community corrections immediately.
Yeah.
I could walk her down there myself.
I do apologize. It was not intentional in any way, shape, or form.
He was to report to community corrections beginning June 20th for intermediate supervision. They tried to contact you by phone on the 21st when you didn't show up. Unable to make contact, your voicemail was full.
Yeah, I own a business, so probably was full. I'm very bad about deleting my voicemail.
I
so-
also had a conversation with her about that,
Yeah,
Your
he
Honor. I
did.
ran into a similar issue with her, so we're.
So if you do get tested, you're gonna come back negative for everything?
No, I'll come, I should.
Yeah, I didn't
First
think so.
Suboxone.
What?
First Suboxone. Yeah, I should, well, no.
What?
Yes, sir.
Her baseline level would still show that she's,
That I have,
Positive.
yeah, for you
but we're confident that it would be going down.
going down, correct.
Are you in a program?
I am not currently in a program, no, sir.
So where are you getting the Suboxone?
Well, I'm not any longer, but I was,
Okay, so let's play the game. So when did you come out of the program?
I'm sorry,
When did you come out of the program?
6 months ago. I still have a valid script from a year ago. Oh my God, I can't handle this right now. I'm gonna have an,
Really? Me either.
I know, I'm so sorry.
So here's what's gonna happen. I'll call her back out maybe, but I'm gonna let you talk to your attorney.
Okay,
So that what happens is that your attorney, I'm sure, will explain to you that the one thing, how you have to deal with me is you need to tell me the truth.
mhm.
And you're lying to me and skirting around a lot of the questions that I'm asking. You are. And you know you are.
Yeah, because I'm terrified.
Yeah, me too. So, Mr. Allen, you can take her, put her back into custody at this point.
Oh
We'll
my
call her case back up at some point. Mr. Obese, you can take some time to talk with her and
Thank you, Your Honor.
she's right there.
Yeah.
Court does recall the case, People versus Michelle. Knoll.
Commissioner Sinatra for the people.
Joy Gaines, Senior Assistant Public Defender, within on behalf of the
All right. I have a plea form in front of me that the defendant's going to plead to an OWI second offense, guilty to that charge. Upon her successful plea to that charge, counts 1, 2, and 3 would be dismissed, and that the defendant is to enter the 14A sobriety court.
Correct, Your Honor.
It's no, they twisted my arm to call your case back up. No, it hurt though. And it was Miss Gaines that did it. All right. Is that what we're doing? Did she sign an advice already?
yes, Your Honor, I have the form here.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but to help you God?
Yes.
State your name.
Michelle Knoll.
All right. Snow, it's this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to an added count 4 of operating while intoxicated second offense. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $200 to $1,000 fine plus court costs. Court could order community service, any rehabilitative programs the court deems necessary. The court could order your vehicle immobilized. Could also order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand that? You understand also, ma'am, that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge, and you would be sentenced before Judge Freshour in the 14A4 district.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Understanding all of that, you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty?
You understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
You signed an advice of rights for today, is that correct?
Yes.
Any question about any of those rights?
Okay, yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions
Oh,
about
no.
those rights? All right, on the podium where there's a copy of that. Look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Okay, yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
All right. Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And also because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense? Snow, February 21st, 2023, at the location of US 23 and Carpenter Road, York Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Prior to operating that motor vehicle, had you consumed intoxicating liquor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you recall what you had and how much?
I know that I was drinking vodka and I don't recall how much exactly.
All right. Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
No, I was stopped.
Why'd they stop you?
Because I think they said I was, my tags were expired or something, maybe swerving. I'm not exactly,
Okay. Are you disputing the right of the police to stop you on this day?
not at all, Your Honor.
All right. After they stopped you, were you ultimately arrested?
Yes, sir.
And were you taken to the hospital for a blood draw?
No, Your Honor.
Where were you taken?
Here to Washington County Jail.
Okay. Was there a breath test done?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And do you recall what the results of that breath test were?
I believe it was, I could be wrong, but I believe it was 1.5 something.
Point one.
0.15, 0.16 on the data master.
Thank you. You have any reason to dispute those test results, ma'am?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And ma'am, had you previously been convicted of operating while impaired on or about March 3rd, 2016 in the 20th District Court and operating while intoxicated on or about October 4th, 2017 in the 2A District Court?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Counsel, have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
People are satisfied.
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count 4. Counts 1, 2, and 3 are dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation, screening assessment are ordered at 14A4. Sentencing in this matter will be
July 2nd, 9 a.m. Judge Freshour.
July 2nd, 2024, said 9 a.m.
Yes, sir.
9 a.m. before Judge Freshour.
Your Honor, I did receive, and I forwarded to Mr. Demetra, some requests for bond conditions for Miss Knoll, that she be granted a personal bond, that she be on sober link with testing twice a day.
You received that from?
Oh, I apologize, from the Mr. Heaton of the sobriety court. And these are their requests for
Are the people objecting to any of that?
Right, it's my understanding that Mr. Heaton met with her and they're accepting her into the program. That's his recommendation
For the bond?
for the bond, right? And if we know that she's going to follow through on those conditions, she has a lot at stake here because she's represented that her mom's in hospice, right? So it's not about her.
Right.
I don't have an objection to that.
Got it.
It's a short turnaround. If she doesn't follow the conditions, Judge Freshour is going to do a bench warrant.
Oh, yes, you will. All right. You put those I don't have a problem with the recommendations, certainly as you've laid them out, but I'll need an order. If you give me an order, then I'll sign off on the order.
And Your Honor, there are additional recommendations that will be in the order, just so you know.
That's fine.
Thank you, Donald. My client.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Are you ready? Court does call the case of the people versus Lawson. Okay, there she is.
Sam Bernstein for Mr. Lawson, Your Honor.
All right, and you're moving to withdraw.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I will permit the withdraw, and Office of Manager Assigned Counsel as assigned Rita Young.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Rita Young, 44626, appearing on behalf of Mr. Lawson.
Your name, sir?
Sean Perez Lawson.
All right. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, we would like to set this matter for in-person preliminary examination, please.
Your Honor, I understand that you want to ask for an in-person preliminary examination. I emailed Attorney Young earlier this morning when I found out that she was going to be appointed to in place of Mr. Bernstein. There was a significant amount of discovery that was made available to our office last week that I believe is still currently outstanding. It's a number of different flash drives. So I understand that she wants to get this moving forward, but I think it's probably best if we ask for an adjourned.
So there's discovery. You don't have all of the discovery, do you, Ms. Young?
I believe that I do, Your Honor. I've received a discovery relative to the co-defendants, which got to be the same as his discovery. Plus, I've received discovery for him. So if there's something missing, I'm not sure of what that is, but I would need it if the prosecutor believes that they have not provided it to myself or the other co-defendants.
My understanding is that we got the discovery. I think we're going to give it to Mr. Bernstein. But Mr. Bernstein, like, it's a significant amount. He needed to get like a flash drive or something like that to get it all copied on. And he knew that he was going to be withdrawing, so I don't think he did it. So it's still at our office. So we still need to go to her.
So that's all I wanted to know. What was going to go to Mr. Bernstein did not go to Mr. Bernstein because he knew he was withdrawing. It has not yet gotten to Miss Young. Ergo, she doesn't have all of the discovery.
That's what I'm.
Okay. So, Miss Young, you don't have everything.
Very well, Your Honor, then we'll adjourn it so I can receive that.
All right. Is it a significant amount? Because she's going to have to get it, then go see him and go through it. So is it a significant amount? If it's
11 flash drives.
11 flash drives.
Yeah.
Did he say 11 flash drives?
Yes, he did. So,
okay.
July 18th, 2024, 9 a.m. Give time to get to her and then get to you on that. Okay. I hope that's enough time. That's a lot of data. All right. At this
And
time,
Mr.
bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I
didn't catch the prosecutor's name, so I could reach out to him, please.
Jonathan Emmons.
Okay. Thanks again.
Thank you. Court calls case People versus John Garrett. 3 cases.
Sure. I'm on one of those, Mr. Bellinger. It's on the other 2.
Assistant Public Defender Jay Bellinger on behalf of Mr. Garrett, ending in, 5142 and 5143, Your Honor.
Erica Julian appearing on behalf of Mr. Garrett in.
Your Honor, my understanding is that Mr. had a Zoom appearance that he was approved for. I don't know. I don't see him up there. He has been in Bear River.
Been in Bear River? Is he still there? He's not
just,
on my Zoom.
He just went over to transitional housing, Your Honor. I had a conversation with him earlier this week. I am surprised. This is the first time he would not have been in appearance for a court hearing as far as I can remember. I would just ask for an adjournment on this matter because I don't know what happened here. I imagine that there may have been some sort of mix up in terms of where he's at versus what.
To be honest with you, I got to back up Mr. Bellinger in this. I spoke with John earlier.
Oh, because normally I wouldn't. So, yeah, but this time, yeah, it sounds like he's telling the truth, Judge. Go ahead.
No. That's not, I'm telling something similar. I actually spoke with John earlier this week. I requested his Zoom invite last Friday as soon as I accepted this case, and it extended to all 3 cases. I read to him the Zoom ID and the Zoom password. He has been in regular contact. I don't know why he would not be on Zoom this morning either. So I don't think he's a missing person. I just don't know where he is.
He did give us permission to, Your Honor, to sign his name to the waivers. He was planning on waiving today, so that was his plan to be here to do that. So we did effectuate that on his behalf, obviously.
You guys are whining.
We were so ready.
You are.
Your Honor. We were so ready.
They are so whiny.
I feel like I'm at home.
Oh my God. July 11th, 2024, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Continue.
Thank you very much, Ron.
I would have given it to you anyway, Bellinger.
Thank you. Thank you.
She jumped in. She wasn't the hero. Case People versus Jabari Harris.
Jessica Blanchard on behalf of People.
Assistant Public Defender Jay Bellinger on behalf of Mr. Harris, Your Honor, who appears via Zoom. Mr. Harris, can you please state your name for the record?
Jabari Harris.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we are asking to set this matter for examination today. It's also my understanding that there's been an allegation of a violation.
Yes, Your Honor, we press on appropriate.
You want this set for preliminary examination?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's the bond violation at this?
When he was in custody, he had called the victim over 24 times. He had requested a $50,000 bond on this case. The magistrate gave a 10% provision. He was released. I thought he was on a home confinement center with Hunky because he has a pending case up in circuit court where there's stealing firearm, a CCW. He's on height of probation. the thing that's concerning is not only he's contacting the victim, but the nature of the calls, the first original call after he was arraigned, the first thing out of his mouth is he calls her a bitch and says, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass. She says, hey, don't say that.
Huh?
And then there's another call where he's telling her to post his bond. And he says, I'm going to slap the fuck out of you. What? So I'm concerned. Not only these calls, he's calling the victim, violating his bond, but then the nature of the calls, what he's actually saying to her. After he's out, it's a gift.
He needs to be here. He'll have,
Understood.
I want him here at 1 o'clock today.
Understood, Your Honor. I just learned that these allegations are.
Sir, you need to report to the court 1 o'clock today.
Thank you.
What court?
14A.
Where's y'all located at?
14A1. We're right by the
14.
sheriff's department.
Okay.
Right by the jail, Mr. Harris.
Okay, report to court.
Okay, court does call the case People versus Donald Whitsett now that I'm back on the record because Emily's moving slow.
Edward Rickus for Donald Whitsett in 1341.
Senior Assistant Public Defender with
Paper. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, in my matter, I'm going to be waiving over to the circuit court in 1341. I have gone over his right to a preliminary examination. He's giving up that right today.
All right, Ms. Gaines, on your matter.
Your Honor, we have received the discovery that was previously requested. We're just asking for a week or two adjournment to go through that. A 1 week adjournment in order to go through that with our client.
Well, the holiday's coming up. I got the second or
The second is fine, Your Honor.
Yeah. Then on case ending in 0777, that matter, the probable cause conflict will be adjourned to July 2nd, 2024, 9 a.m. Bond in that matter will continue. On the other matter, Mr. Whitsett, you're waiving your right to have a preliminary examination in that case?
Yes, sir.
And you understand that that's a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offenses alleged were committed, or that the offense alleged was committed and you committed it.
Yes, sir.
And you understand you won't have that hearing, you'll proceed to circuit court.
Yes, sir.
All right. People also waive their right on that matter. All right. Preliminary examination having been waived, defendant is bound over to circuit court on a single count.
Your Honor, we acknowledge receipt of the information. Stand mute.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial will be set for
July 8th at 1:30 before Judge Slay Monday.
July 8, 2024, 1:30 Slay Monday. Bond in that matter will continue.
Your Honor, just briefly, did I sign that form?
No?
I can sign it if I can approach.
While you're at it, go ahead, I'll sign the information.
Yeah, I got, okay, I'm sending the file over there. You guys sign appropriately. Let me sign the one I gotta sign.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What calls the cases of the people versus Brian Gerard.
Kenneth Overwater, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Gerard, who's present. Mr. Gerard, state your name for the record.
Brian Fancy Gerard. All right, that's 5 cases. What are we doing on these?
The prelim. We're going to go to circuit court. Otherwise, I can adjourn it.
Oh, yeah.
Your Honor, it's a waiver.
On all of these, waiving on all of the cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gerard, you're waiving your right to have a preliminary examination in these matters?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that a preliminary examination is a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offenses alleged were committed and that you committed them?
Yes.
You understand you will not have that hearing and that you'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution?
Yes, Your Honor.
On all these matters, people also waive their right.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Preliminary examination having been waived, defendant is bound over to circuit court on all of the felonies and I believe three misdemeanor charges.
Your Honor, on all matters, I'll acknowledge receipt of the information, waive formal reading. My client stands mute.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute, the court will enter a not guilty plea as to all counts. So, pretrial in these matters will be set for
July 8th at 1:30 before Judge Slay Monday.
July 8, 2024, 1:30 Slay Monday.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And we will get those over to you for signing of the information shortly. Court calls case people versus Ryan Patterson.
Andrew Childress, attorney on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender.
This will be a waiver, Your Honor.
You signed the forms? That'd be a no. All right.
Passes.
I just need him signed afterwards. I can throw it on the record. Sir, you wish to waive your right to have a preliminary examination? You guys got to switch.
Yes.
State your name for the record.
Ryan Patterson.
All right. And you wish to waive your right to have a preliminary examination in both of these cases?
Yes, sir.
All right. You understand that a preliminary examination is a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offenses alleged were committed and that you committed them.
Yes, sir.
All right. You understand you'll not have that hearing and you'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution.
Yes, sir.
All right. People also waive their right. Preliminary examination having been waived, defendant is bound over to circuit court on the single count in each case. Your turn, counsel.
I'm sorry, what's that?
I just bound the defendant over. You get it. Are you waiving formal reading of the information on the case, on these cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Your client's going to stand mute to the charges.
Yes, he was.
All right. Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. Both cases. Pretrial will be set for
August 1st at 1:30 before Judge Slate Thursday.
August 1st, 2024, 1:30 Slate Thursday. Bond will continue. Thank you. Court calls the case of the People versus Lisa Ratliff.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Ms. Ratliff, who stands to my right.
Your name, ma'am?
Lisa Ratliff.
All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, it's going to be a waiver preliminary examination. He's signing the waiver as we speak.
Ma'am, is that correct?
Yes.
You're waiving your right to a preliminary examination?
Yes.
You understand that's a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offenses alleged were committed and that you committed them?
Yes.
You understand you'll not have that hearing, you'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution?
Yes.
People also waive their right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination having been waived, defendant is bound over to circuit court on all three counts. Ms. Page.
Thank you, Your Honor. We acknowledge receipt of the information and ask that my client be permitted to stand mute.
Defendant having, I don't know what that means. Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute. The court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial in this matter will be set for, said July 9.
Yes.
July 9, 2024, 1:30. Bond continues.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Leon Odom.
Prosecuting attorney Morgan Barroso on behalf of people.
No idea where I am on that.
Kenneth Overwater, Assistant Public Defender. Mr. Odom, will you state your name for the record, please?
Yeah, Leon.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Mr. Odom refused representation at his arraignment. However, I was later appointed to represent him on a probation violation pending in circuit court. I did meet with Mr. Odom yesterday, and he did indicate to me that he does wish to be represented by the public defender. So I would ask that our office be appointed to represent him on this matter.
Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, this is a public defender case.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd ask to adjourn the probable cause conference to a date convenient to the court, and I would ask if I would just make a demand for discovery on the record. I believe a written demand will be coming.
Probable cause conference, July 11, 2024, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bonds will continue. Court calls the case People versus Robin Rogers.
Your Honor, Assistant Public Defender Constable Basie on behalf of Robin Rogers, who is present to our right. Let us state your full name for the record, please.
Robin Dale Rogers.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for PCC. At this time, we would be requesting an adjournment. Our office is yet to receive discovery on this matter. I have gotten with the.
It's just the only thing holding her. July 11, 2024, 9 a.m. Bond.
Your Honor, I would like to address bond.
Go for it.
Your Honor, I just want to note that my client had been in treatment at the Grace Centers of Hope from October 25th, 2023 to April 10th, 2024. So if we could get her bond modified to get her back into that treatment, she does have a spot waiting for her there. So if we could get her released to treatment.
Your Honor, I'll leave it to discretion of the court. I do note there is a pretty significant substance abuse history in Ms. Rogers' past. Her anticipated guideline are for 11 months. There was a significant amount of loss in this matter. But at the end of the day, I'll leave it to your own discretion.
Do I have proof that that's where she was and would?
Yes, Your Honor, I have it here.
Okay, I'm just. Court calls the case People versus Cartrell Roberson.
Good morning, Judge. And I just want to make the court aware we are on a different case at this point. I'm Sydney Brushing, appearing on behalf of Mr. Roberson this morning. Mr. Roberson, will you please state your name for the record?
Cartrell Roberson, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Your Honor, I did receive a potential misdemeanor reduction plea this morning from the people. At this time, we're requesting that you put this on July 2nd if you have any availability, so that way we can accept that offer. If I was in person, Judge, we would be able to, handle this today, but unfortunately, I am unable to be there.
July 2nd, 2024, 9 a.m. Bond continue.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Judge.
you. Court calls the case of the People versus Darian Crystal.
On behalf of the people.
David I. Goldstein, appearing on behalf of the defendant. I believe he's out in the hallway, Your Honor. Mr. Crystal is now in the courtroom, Your Honor.
Your name? Yeah. Chris. All right, what are we doing?
Setting it, Your Honor.
Discovery is complete.
As far as I know, yes, Your Honor.
Actually, no, it's not. Rosemary, you asked me to request an audio recording as well as a supplemental report. The audio recording and supplemental report I requested back on the 12th. I have yet to receive those. I did manage to get you the 911 call, but I have.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of. There's beyond that. Okay, I was thinking about the 911 calls. which
You
I received.
requested the additional audio and supplemental report, which I have yet to receive. I have followed up, but I have not gotten those back yet.
apologize.
So at this time, discovery is not complete.
I thought the 911 call was the video. I mean, was the audio. So
Like me to adjourn this out then.
Unless he wants to proceed without all.
Your Honor, I don't know that the judge will allow me to.
That's true. Couple weeks, you think?
Yeah, hopefully.
Probable cause conference in this case then will be, what's my 2 weeks out, 18th? Set it for July 18th.
Your Honor, I'm going to be out of town on the 18th. Can we do the 11th? She'll either have it at that point or I'll waive it.
All right. July 11th, 2024, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you. Court does call the case, People versus Lamar Parker.
Andrew Childers appearing on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court, Allison Fulmer, P 60236, appearing on behalf of Mr. Lamar Parker. This terminate set for a pretrial or a
PCC.
probable cause conference. Your Honor, my client has been in the hospital. He just got out. He has severe medical conditions. I was not able to visit with him there, so I need to be able to meet. He just got out yesterday and back at the jail. I just received discovery yesterday, so I would ask for another probable cause conference, Your Honor.
Okay, you want the, I have the 2nd, I have the 11th, or
Judge, I will be away from the 1st until the 15th.
probable cause conference, July 18th. Will that work?
Yes.
July 18th, 2024.
Okay.
9 a.m.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day to you and your staff, Judge.
Continue.
Likewise.
Thank you. Court calls case, People versus Aaron McQuaid.
Aaron McQuaid. Your Honor, Assistant Public Defender Constable based on behalf of Mr. McQuaid, who is present to my right. Can you go ahead and state your full name for the record?
Aaron Elijah McQuaid.
Oh, Your Honor, for the record, Walter White on behalf of Mr. McQuaid also.
All right, very good. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, in the matter that's covered by the PD's office, it's a CCW charge. We would be respectfully requesting to set for a preliminary exam at this time.
All right. And Mr. White, what would you like to do on yours?
We would request a preliminary examination also, Your Honor.
All right. Discovery is complete on both of these cases.
I've received discovery up till 2018. I don't know if there's anything additional. I'm sure it's provided if it is.
There's nothing additional in the that looks like everything's
And would the people have their witnesses available on the 9th?
Your Honor, can I check the date?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, what time on the 9th would it be?
They'd be set in the morning at 9.
I have a preliminary or a pretrial rather in Jackson County at 9:30 in the morning, not the 9th.
I can kick you out to the 16th if that works for everybody.
That would be fine with me.
Then on both matters, yeah, that's fine, Your Honor.
Okay.
Be here.
Preliminary examination in person, July 16th, 2024. 9 a.m. That is before Judge Fresh Hour. Calls the case, People versus Simone Cedino.
Public Defender Chelsea Virgils with and on behalf of Simone Cedino. Ms. Cedino, please state your name.
Simone Cedino.
Okay, what are we doing?
Your Honor, we're asking for an adjournment in this case. There is some video discovery our office has yet to receive and review.
That is correct, Your Honor. There, I believe one surveillance video that is at our office.
July 18th, 2024, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Court does call the case of the People versus Malik Summers.
Good afternoon, Robert J. Kilwald on behalf of Malik Summers. Malik, would you state your name? Summers. Judge, I was just disappointed on this case yesterday. Is it possible to get a 3-week adjournment?
I said no, you'd be.
Then I go 2 weeks. I'll keep going until I get it.
That's fine. July 18th, 2024, 9 a.m. as your invite indicates. Bond in this.
Thanks, Judge.
We will continue. Thank you, sir. Court calls the case People versus Neary Twapeek.
Andrew Childs is appearing on behalf of the people.
Oh, make it fella. How you doing, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. Nicholas Kozitsa, requesting to practice pursuant to Michigan Court Rule 8.120 under the supervision of Assistant Public Defender Torsho Feaster, representing Neary Twapeek.
You know he's a Spartan.
So no?
Nothing. Never mind. Permission to practice is granted.
Thank you. Your Honor, today is the time and date set for probable cause conference. At this point, we believe that a competency evaluation is in order. I believe you have the orders.
Okay. Court calls the case of the People versus Lindsay Rosnowski.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea, that's on behalf of Lindsay Farmer, formerly Rosnowski.
Okay. May I state your name?
Lindsay Farmer.
All right.
We're just asking for an adjournment today to continue plea negotiations.
Probable cause conference, July 18th, 2024, 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates, bond continued. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Court calls the case People versus David Wallow. She gets to go again? Cool. Make it through there?
For Your Honor, on behalf of my client, David Wallow.
Okay. So your name?
David Wallow.
Okay, very good. All right, what are we doing?
Hello, Your Honor. Today we are seeking a 3-week adjournment to continue plea negotiations.
Any objection from the people? Probable cause conference, July 25th, 2024, 9 a.m. Bond continued. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Oh, he's. Court calls the case People versus Alexander Filippini.
Sam Bernstein on behalf of Mr. Philippi, dinner for the judge.
Alexander Philippi.
What are we doing?
Your Honor, I'm asking for an adjournment of this. There's significant discovery that I still need to go through, and we're waiting on resources for help going through it as well.
Probable cause conference, July 18th, 2024, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Court does call the case People versus Randy Keys.
Edward Drugas for Randy Keys. He is approaching, Your Honor. We are asking for an exam in this matter.
Your name, sir?
Randy Keys.
Discovery is complete.
Yes, Your Honor.
People have their witnesses available on the 9th.
Yes, I will. Yes.
Preliminary examination in person, July 9th, 2024, 9 a.m. That is before Judge Burke. Bond will continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Sandia Anderson.
Michigan on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Chelsea Regiles, and on behalf of Sandia Anderson. Your Honor, we would ask for an adjournment if possible to July 11th. My client, I think, would like to explore contacting a private attorney.
That would be enough time for you to do that. That's the only adjournment you'll get for that purpose.
Yes, sir.
July 11th, 2024, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case of the People versus Tyrone Brown.
Thank you, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Constable based on behalf of Tyrone Brown, who's present by Zoom. Mr. Brown, could you go ahead and state your full name for the record?
Tyrone Darius Brown. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Today is the date and time set for a probable cause conference. At this time, I'll be requesting an adjournment. The APA and I are in negotiations. She just wants some information from me. I wanted the opportunity to get that information from my client. My client was hospitalized late last night. So we're just asking for a brief adjournment in this matter, Your Honor.
July 18th, 2024, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. Court calls case People versus Antoine Pitts.
Just the land preparing the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein. My client is here and present. Mr. Pitts stepping up to the podium. Sir, can you please take
Antoine
it?
Pitts.
Your Honor, we're asking for an exam date.
Discovery is complete.
I do believe it is, Your Honor. Yes.
And would the people have their witnesses available on the 9th? Preliminary examination in person, July 9th, 2024, 9 a.m. That is before me. Bond will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls case People versus Simone Dano.
Yes, I'm here.
This is a public defender case.
Yes.
Pass it. So you're asking that she be released to the center, or?
Yes.
That's inpatient. Yeah.
Yes.
I will indicate defendant may be released to inpatient treatment on a PR.
And that date was July 11th, Your Honor.
Thank you. Did you do a bond call?